Halito, I'm on Kanachimachukma. Welcome to Dreamwalk, KVMR FM, Nevada City, KCPC, Camino. Welcome to the program this morning, and welcome Michael Ben.
Hey. Morning, daughter.
How is ya? We had Skip last week, but no me. Me the week before with you, no Skip. Some weeks without you.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know who my partner is. I feel kind of lonely and just confused.
Well, maybe
somebody needs to claim me.
I claim you, young'un.
Thanks.
Every time. Don't worry about that.
Thanks, Father.
I got your back. Are you ready?
The question is, are they ready?
There you go. For the 10 o'clock hour, we would like to thank Sweetland Garden Supply in downtown North San Juan, offering certified organic soils from Black Gold and Sunshine Advanced, bulk vermifier direct to your door. Organic nutrients, compost tea, grow pots, veggie starts, and more. Open 6 days a week, 530-292-9000. Dig it! And by Pine Street Burgers in Grass Valley, part of the South Pine Cafe family, serving all-natural, hand-formed patties on grilled artisan buns, plus wraps, Casper's dogs, salads, dairy-free shakes. Pine Street Burgers is open daily for lunch and dinner at East Main Street and Dorsey Drive. Menus online at pinestreetburgers.com. And by the South Yuba Club, offering over 80 group exercise classes weekly and personal training at 2 locations, in Nevada City on Searles Avenue and in Grass Valley on Freeman Lane in the Raleigh Center. Details at southyubaclub.com or 470-9100.
See, here's the deal.
What's
you know
the deal?
How we did our underwriter, the dig it. That's so awkward by myself because I'm alone and I get all enthusiastic while I read the underwriter, and then it comes to dig it, and then it's just this solo person screaming like a mad woman, and then the we gotta go. I can't say I gotta go because that sounds like I have to go to the restroom. And I still say we gotta go when there's no we, it's just me.
There's no way you don't need to go to the restroom.
This is my gene pool.
Okay.
So we have Jimmy Wolf today.
Holy cow.
Blues man, you're already well familiar with him. When you're who's the South Yuba River, the river girls that you had in putting up the flyers about Fish and Mercury, we played a Jimmy Wolf song, Some Timey Woman, and both those girls were like, who is this?
Oh.
So he's doing something right.
Okay.
Maybe you should learn to play the guitar and maybe get more lucky.
Nah,
Okay, so today's
not worth it.
phrase of the day in honor of our Mohawk Jimmy Wolf is Niawa. Niawa, which is thank you.
Oh.
So I'll say, Michael Ben, your shirt looks handsome on you.
Niawa.
Words. There you go.
Got it.
You're welcome. You're
I'm
welcome,
Mohawk
Daddy.
now. I'm going to go get a haircut.
And then, like you told me, they don't pronounce their M's.
Yeah.
Which is true.
That's what
as I
Lauren's
was
laughing said.
learning this, it's like the Choctaw's kind of phonetic. Being one of the first 5 civilized tribes, our language got kind of cataloged in a little bit sooner. There was an attempt, I guess, to preserve the language and translate the Bible and all that stuff. So Choctaw, for the most part, is kind of phonetic in its spelling to an extent. And there's no silent M's and what is it, Muskogee? Their U is a V. It's all messed up. This is when I do the phrase of the day, and it's so fascinating to learn that even though we're all elbow to elbow in this nation, the differences and then the similarities. Choctaw Cheeto is big. When I was hanging out with the fry bread queens at World Fest, they said Cheeto too. They're like, make hers Cheeto, like they're going to make me a big Indian taco. So I thought that was kind of interesting too. That
I noticed like cha in South Dakota is like cha and Maidu here.
See? So what the heck?
What the heck's?
It's kind of, it's fascinating. And I get so proud too. Just where else do you get to hear and speak and understand, little subcultures within a culture? It's just cool.
I had a coat with 9 buttons, but I could only fascinate.
Okay. On that note, we're going to start off with prayer for peace. I woke up this morning with this album in my head and figured, let's go with it.
Okay.
So stick with us.
Thanks for listening. This is KVMR FM, Nevada City, KCPC.
Camino.
Oh.
Skåne kaller Gottsstads. Skåne kaller Gottsstads. Skåne kaller Gottsstads. Vasagoju ingwe hui. Skåne kaller Gottsstads. Vasagoju ingwe hui.
the DJ keep those records playing, 'cause I'm having such a good time.
Just how do you listen to KVMR? We're celebrating National Radio Day today, Thursday, August 20th, right here on KVMR by asking you to send us a photo of how and where you listen to your favorite community radio station, KVMR. So send those pictures to development@kvmr.org. Celebrate National Radio Day and send us a picture of how and where you listen. The most creative photo will win a nice prize. How nice? Just enter and maybe you'll win. Send your picture to development@kvmr.org. That's National Radio Day, today, Thursday, August 20th. Send those photos to development@kvmr.org.
Everybody swinging.
Sagani Kavanash Palapit Sagani Kavanash geçiş geçiyor. Ovalara kanagaş pilolu. İnmonane kafel kranashit. Tuliki tupitashito. Mishashagalani. İnmonane kafel kranashit. Tuliki tupitashito. Mishashagalani. Lanani, lanani. Sagini kavinash pelapit. Sagini kavinash keshish yechu. Ovalara kanagash pilolo. İnmonane kafel kranashit. Tuliki tupitashito. Mishashagalani. İnmonane kafel kranashit. Tuliki tupitashito. Mishashagalani. Lanani, lanani.
As told by Red Feather Woman. He Catches Bear walked upon the same rocky path, climbing high to the sacred area he was led to years before. It was late one evening. The sound of the whippoorwill echoed through the cool night air. The stars twinkled rays of light with glistening wonder. Carefully he stepped over the rocks as he followed the cry of the lone whippoorwill's song, finding his way by the light of the full moon. He often was absent from his people for long periods of time. He would search for direction when he was troubled or when others needed help. He knew he could speak to the Wankan-Tonkin for comfort. His spirit helpers would assist in helping him find direction. Patience was the key as he searched for the signs. Recently, a young mother came to him for help. Her small toddler was having difficulty sleeping, and she wanted to comfort her. She would sing to her at night before she slept, but the child would only sleep for a short time. No one in the lodge could sleep through an entire night. The family members would be awakened by little one crying from bad dreams. The young mother went to He Catches Bear, the medicine man, for help. He Catches Bear laid his staff against a large boulder so the eagle feather attached would not touch the ground. His most prized horsehair also was tied to his adorning staff. As he built the fire, he could hear the nighthawk owl screech in the distance. He threw some dry branches into the fire and began to meditate upon the problem of the young mother. Although he could only hear the crackling fire as its embers glowed against the darkness, a small yet deep voice penetrated the night air. He looked up at his staff, and there was Iktomi, the spider. Iktomi's legend was well known amongst He Catches Bear's people. Iktomi was a shapeshifter. He could appear as a human or animal. Now he appeared to He Catches Bear as the spider. Iktomi would have much good to teach this night. The spider began to weave a beautiful web. As he weaved the fine strands of silk fiber, moving slowly, He Catches Bear watched in amazement as the thread seemed to appear from nowhere. The tiny fiber shimmered in the moonlight. Iktomi began to speak in a sacred language that only medicine people knew, and He Catches Bear could understand. We come to this earth as little infants, needing care and nourishment, he told Ikechesbear. And from birth, we are entrusted to our parents to help us survive on this earth plane. The earth was a difficult place to journey, and we would always have choices to make. Sometimes we will make the right choice, sometimes the wrong. Sometimes we will learn not to make the same mistake twice. We would grow from infants into adulthood, making a complete circle. Along the way, we would have experiences to learn from and share. One important understanding would be to know we are never alone. We will always have our connections with the unseen spirit helpers on the other side, and most of all, our Creator, who made us all. As Ektomi continued to speak, he created a beautiful web, and it connected perfectly on Ikechesbear's staff. Your people need faith. Take this web back to your camp. Tell them that if they believe in the Creator, this web will keep their good visions, their hopes, and their dreams alive. And all the negative thoughts and bad dreams will slip through the hole in the center. They can place this special tool anywhere in their lodge. Ikechesbear smiled and thanked Iktomi. He carefully carried the staff back to his people and shared his story, believing in the dream catcher and hoping the Lakota people would too.
Sego skanagoaga skanagoaga yawine gaina we ahe sego skanagoaga skanagoaga yawine gaina we ahe anyway anayo anyway skanagoaga skanagoaga yowine gaina we ahe sego skanagoaga skanagoaga yowine gaina we ahe sego skanagoaga skanagoaga yowine gaina we ahe anyway anayo anyway skanagoaga skanagoaga yowine gaina we ahe sego skanagoaga skanagoaga yowine gaina we ahe sego skanagoaga skanagoaga yowine gaina we ahe anyway anayo anyway skanagoaga skanagoaga yowine gaina we ahe sego skanagoaga skanagoaga yowine gaina we ahe anyway anayo anyway skanagoaga skanagoaga yowine gaina we ahe sego Skanaguaga, Hawiowine, Gaina, we are here. Anyway, Anayo, anyway. Skanaguaga, Skanaguaga, Hawiowine, Gaina, we are here.
Halito, we are back. How is that for you? Iki Michael Ben?
Super duper.
Good. We just been playing the Prayer for Peace album this morning. And the spoken word we heard was by Red Feather Woman.
Okay.
So these are good. And this playlist will be on kvmr.org playlists in the near future here.
Miss Jiff, may I say something?
Yes, Father.
Folk legend Jack Williams will perform on Friday, August the 21st, 7:30 p.m. at the Marshall Grange in Grass Valley. Multi-instrumentalist Tajlin Crow opens. Visit marshallgrange.org. And teen actors from Davis Musical Theater Company's Young Performers Theater will perform their favorite musical numbers on the 18th annual Teen Cabaret to be held on Friday and Saturday, August the 21st and 22nd at 7 p.m. The event takes place at the Gene Henderson Performing Arts Center, 607 Pena Drive in Davis. Visit dmtc.org. I have spoken. Hope.
I thought you had some more to spoke about. Did you have a song picked out or an artist you wanted to share?
We're ready for that? We're ready? Okay.
I am ready. You want to let us know what we're listening to and what the deal is,
I just
Daniel?
found this artist. Her name is Arlene Nochifsky Williams, and she came from the 70s. She was the first nominee for a Grammy Award, and she was underwritten by, remember Chief Dan George from the old Clint Eastwood movie, Outlaw Josie Wales?
Yes.
Anyway, I just found some of her music, and I'm just like tickled pink.
And is her music available anywhere? You just found it on YouTube or what?
I haven't got it all downloaded yet, but I think it's on CD, baby. You can probably get it there.
All
Proud
right.
Earth
And
is one of
her,
the
her
CDs.
name again?
Arlene Nochifsky Williams.
Let me try to put a link on her Facebook or something so people can...
No, she had this good career going with her, and then she decided to stay home and have babies. So she had like a million kids and lives in Utah somewhere.
See, but Bear Fox is capable of balancing both.
Yep.
All right.
I have trouble whistling.
You have trouble with the one bratty kid you got next to you.
Uh-huh.
All right, let's do this.
Oh.
Thanks for listening.
Long ago, an Indian war chief counseled his people. He wisely told them, "Education is a ladder to help us reach happiness. Go and climb that ladder."
Go and earn your feather, go my son, make your people proud.
used to be a dog. I used to be a dog, but I ain't one now. I used to be a dog, but I ain't one now. I used to be a dog, but I ain't one now. I got the dog blues. I got the dog blues. I got the dog blues. After all the jacks are in their boxes and the clouds have all gone to bed, you can hear happiness staggering on down the street. Footprints dressed in red, and the wind whispers Mary. A broom is drearily sweeping up the broken pieces of yesterday's life. Somewhere a queen is weeping. Somewhere a king has no wife. And the wind, it cries, Mary. The traffic lights, they turn blue tomorrow and shine their emptiness down on my bed. The tiny island sags on downstream, 'cause the life they live is dead. And the wind screams, Mary. Will the wind ever remember the names it has blown in the past? And with this crutch, its old age and its wisdom, it whispers, no, this will be the last. And the wind cries, Mary.
I would like to welcome Denise Mitchell, registered nurse, and Kristen Bradley, registered dietitian from Chappaday Indian Health Services Diabetes Wellness and Prevention Program. Thank you, ladies. Welcome.
Thank you. It's nice to be here again, and today we'd like to talk to you about the difference between type 1 and type 2 diabetes. Within the Native American communities, 1 in 6 of our people currently live with type 2 diabetes, as opposed to the general population, which is about closer to 1 in 13 people. To the contrary, Native Americans actually have the lowest prevalence of type 1 diabetes compared to any other ethnicity.
So what is the difference between type 1 and type 2 diabetes?
Type 1 diabetes is often seen in children, but can also occur in adults. It can be genetic, it can be caused by the environment or triggered by a virus, And it's actually an autoimmune condition, which results in destruction of the cells of the pancreas that produce insulin. So the body is no longer able to produce insulin, and people need to receive it from an external source.
And type 2 diabetes is a metabolic disorder in which the body is not able to utilize the insulin it produces to carry the sugar from our blood into our cells. This is called insulin resistance. And in addition, the body does not make as much insulin as it used to make. Both of these lead to higher blood sugar levels.
So what causes type 2 diabetes?
So both a combination of unhealthy dietary choices, let's say a diet that's really high in sugar, processed foods, or unhealthy fats, and then also a sedentary lifestyle with very little limited physical activity, and then too much belly fat, and also a genetic predisposition or family members that have diabetes all increase our risk for type 2 diabetes.
So can type 1 and type 2 diabetes be reversed?
Well, with type 1 diabetes, the cells of the pancreas are no longer working, and at this point in time, we cannot get that function back. So we don't know what may happen in the future. There's a lot of research being done in this area currently.
And then with type 2 diabetes, conditions can actually improve significantly. I've seen cases where healthy diet and activity changes actually allow people to go from a very out of control state with type 2 diabetes to the pre-diabetes state. So it's not necessarily a reversal, but it's lifestyle controlled, and they don't need any medications. There's really a lot of hope. Type 2 diabetes can be managed through diet and exercise in a way that protects our body and all of our organs. So the earlier that it's caught, if people are getting tested, and the earlier it's brought under control, the better chances they have of preventing the complications that we often hear about. So remember to go to your doctor once a year and get a physical exam and find out where you're at so you can stay in control of your health.
Well, thank you, ladies, so much. So where can we go for information besides our Chapaday Diabetes and Wellness Facebook page?
You could contact the American Diabetes Association or the American Association of Diabetes Educators, and you can look those up online.
As well as Chapaday Indian Health?
Yes, and your local doctor. Your own physician is a very good resource.
Well, thank you so much, ladies. We'll talk to you next time with some more of our diabetes bits.
Should have believed my eyes. Should have caught your spell. Should have rushed too hard. Should have sensed your musk. Should have painted any dream. Oh girl, you're never gonna make me cry again. If I ever get through this, if I ever make it this time, used up tears, never gonna make me cry no more. Should have watched your moves. Should have wanted your smile. Should have felt your breath. Should have tasted your voice. Should have kept your caress. Should have wished out loud. Oh girl, you're never gonna make me cry again. If I ever get through this. If I ever make it this time. Used up tears. Never gonna make me cry no more. Should have looked more than once. Should have remembered your name. Should have thought those thoughts. Should have saw you not staying. Should have fell on my heart. Should have come apart this way. Oh girl, you're never gonna make me cry again. if I ever get through this, if I ever make it this time, used up tears, never gonna make me cry no more.
Well, I'm ready, I'm willing, and I'm able to rock and roll all night. I'm ready, I'm willing, and I'm able to rock and roll all night. Come on, pretty baby, we're gonna rock, we're gonna roll until the morning light. Because I'm ready, and I'm willing, I'm willing and I'm able, so you better come and go with me. We're gonna rock and roll till the morning by 3. Talking on the phone is not my speed. Don't send me no letter 'cause I can't read. And don't be long 'cause I'll be gone. We gon' rock and roll all night long. 'Cause I'm ready, I'm willing, and I'm able to rock and roll all night. I'm ready, I'm willing, and I'm able to rock and roll all night. Come on, pretty baby, we're gonna rock, we're gonna roll until the morning light. Talking on the phone is not my speed. Don't send me no letter 'cause I can't read. Don't be long 'cause I'll be gone. We gon' rock and roll all night long. 'Cause I'm ready, I'm willing, and I'm able to rock and roll all night. I'm ready, I'm willing, and I'm able to rock and roll all night. So come on, pretty baby, we gonna rock, we gonna roll until the morning light.
I've stepped in the middle of 7 sad forests. I've been out in front of a dozen dead oceans. And it's a hard, and it's a hard, and it's a hard, and it's a hard, and it's a hard rains are gonna fall.
Is that your fire preparedness plan? Are you ready for the next wildfire? Are you sure? KVMR is the Nevada County designated emergency radio station, and we can help. Tune in Saturday, August 22nd, 8 a.m. till noon, and learn how from the Nevada County Fire Safe Council, CAL FIRE, emergency first responders, foresters, firemen, and other experts just how you can prepare your home and family for these emergencies. That's Saturday, August 22nd, 8 a.m. until noon on KVMR. Please join us, and thank you for all that you do to allow us to serve our community in this way.
Oh, what'll you do now, my blue-eyed son? And what'll you do now, my darling young one?
what? A program. Halito. How's everybody doing? You enjoying it? I went a little blues crazy, trying to keep the theme for Jimmy Wolf. But he snuck in some Never, Never, Never Blues by John Trudell. That was fun.
Mm-hmm.
I have a whole list of never nevers. How about you?
No, I don't.
Yeah, you're at peace with the OLs.
That's it. For the 10 o'clock hour, we would like to thank Big O Tires, with independently owned tire and automotive stores throughout Northern California and Northern Nevada, providing brake service, alignments, suspension repair, oil changes, and scheduled vehicle maintenance. Locations are online at bigotires.com. And by Sears Hometown Stores, locally owned and located on Idaho-Maryland Road, across from Reeby's in Grass Valley and next to Staples in Auburn. Now offering lease to own for everybody on home appliances and lawn and garden equipment. Sears Hometown Stores in Auburn and Grass Valley, supporters of KVMR Community Radio. And by Mark Cunaberti, an investment representative with Cambridge Investment Advisors, offering advisory services, retirement planning, and portfolio asset management. Securities offered throughout Cambridge Investment Research Advisors, a registered investment advisor. 530-559-1214 or M. Cunaberti at cambridgesecure.com.
Very, very well said. So coming up here, we're going to play some Jimmy Wolf. Barrr. And give him a call, get him on the phone. But this is KVMR FM, Nevada City.
KCPC, Camino in Placerville area.
It's crazy. We're kind of all over the place, huh?
Mm-hmm.
This KVMR. KVMR.org offers blogs, playlists. If you like the music you're hearing today, you can go on to playlists. You can donate, become a member today.
And there's Facebook, too.
And there's Facebook, Dreamwalk, KVMR, Instagram, Twitter. And KVMR has a Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. Everybody's doing it. Everybody. Well, let me give you a little something about our Jimmy Wolf. He is Turtle Clan Mohawk and is known for bringing new and exciting energy to the world of blues and rock. He takes the Delta Chicago blues, 50s rock, and R&B, mixes these genres with chainsaw guitar and overdriven voice to create soulful music experience. Well, his most recent CD, a tribute to Little Johnny Taylor, is currently enjoying critical acclaim in several major blues markets, mostly notable in Chicago. Now, this is important.
Okay.
Wolf has toured with many of the greatest names in blues over the years, including Jimmy Fast Fingers Dawkins, Billy Doggett, Larry Texas Flood Davis, Buddy Guy, Junior Wells, Albert King, Albert Collins, Johnny Copeland, Millie Jackson, and Little Johnny Taylor. So he lived in Memphis for years and had a regular on Beale Street playing clubs in Handy Park with bands like Jimmy T, Jimmy Ellis, Fred Saunders, Jerome Miller, Ringo Jukes, Harry Bridgewater, Big Jerry, and Levi Williams. And I wanted to read that list of names because Jimmy Wolf seems to fit in that blues name. You know, you have rap names.
No.
I'm DJ Jazzy Jeff, or, you know, it just seems like Jimmy Wolf was born. He's got a blues name.
Ah.
You know, Michael Ben, that's a distinguished leader name.
Miss Jeff is a good rap name.
Whoa. Edie will be the judge of that. So in 2008, he was awarded the First Nations Composer and American Composers Forum Grant for Outstanding Performance. And he's got a couple NAMMYs, Best Male Artist. And 2015, he was inducted into the New York Blues Hall of Fame.
Wow.
So that, my friend, is the Jimmy Wolf. And I think we should just get on to it. What do you say?
Say, throw him a bone. Call him. Here, Jimmy. You don't call wolves, they just appear, I think. They have a mind of their own.
They do. They just appear.
Yep.
Oh, little wolf pups, though. Oh, my goodness. All right, we'll be back at you. Thanks for listening. How's it going, Michael Ben?
Heavy, dude.
Heavy. That was pretty cool. That was hardcore. I like it. So sock it to us, Iki.
Okay, for the 11 o'clock hour, we would like to thank Atria of Grass Valley, engaging residents by fostering social life, community, independence, learning, doing, and playing via assisted living and memory care in a family-oriented, secure community. Atria of Grass Valley on Sutton Way, online at atriaseniorliving.com, 530-272-1055. And by Pete's Pizza, which has a new tap house at 114 West Main Street in Grass Valley, with 16 new beer taps and handmade stone-baked gourmet pizzas by the slice and pizzas to order with gluten-free crust options, plus salads, subs, appetizers, and more. Pete's-pizza.com.
Is that all we got?
Well, we need to say this is KVMR FM, Nevada City.
KCPC Camino. All right, well,
and
let's...
the program's called Dreamwalk, and I'm Michael Ben.
And I am Mischief.
And thanks for listening.
Got a little bit of station business while I stalk Mr. Jimmy Wolf. We'll be right back.
You're stalking a wolf?
The wolf is stalking us.
KOOL.
Coming Friday, August 21st. Ticket Palooza. Ticket Palooza. Ticket Palooza. For all the best events from over a dozen promoters. All tickets 10, 20, 30, 40, even 50% off. Go to kvmr.org to find out more. The best tickets at cut rate prices. Ticket Palooza. Ticket Palooza. Ticket Palooza. Friday, August 21st, while supplies last.
And gave everybody a little flute break just to calm their nerves after that hardcore, it is hardcore Jimmy Wolf hellhound on my trail. Do you feel that way sometimes, Michael Ben?
All the time, baby.
Well, welcome Jimmy Wolf to Dreamwalk.
Hi, Jennifer. How you doing today?
Good. I would like to introduce you to my father, Michael Ben. He's going to help me harass you today.
All right. Hi, Michael.
Hi, I'll go easy on you. I have to work with her every week, so I just survive every 2 hours once a week.
Hey, his publicist said take it easy on him.
Oh, okay.
So I don't know what that means, but we're going to learn today is a group. So, Mr. Jimmy Wolf, I read a little bit of your biography, and there was this laundry list of blues names, like Jimmy Fast Fingers. So yeah, and we were joking that it seems like you were born into a blues man name. It's kind of official.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it seems that way, huh?
You know, it fits perfect, so I think it's great.
When did you pick up a guitar for the first time?
Kind of going back in high school, picked it up, but I wasn't really, very good at it. Just kind of learning some chords or stuff like that. And but I didn't really get serious about it till after I was around a freshman in college.
And what inspired you just to kind of take it to the next level?
You just got it one day and took off, or?
Yeah, I don't know. It seemed like I could do some things on it, on the guitar, and I was having an understanding of it. I was just trying to get the fingers to go where they should be, or stuff like that, And hey, I could play a couple songs. It was kind of fun, and get a book out and try to copy a song that was something you might like. It was kind of like that. It just went on from there.
It wasn't for a girl?
No.
Hey, usually things are.
Yeah, that's what they say. I just like the sound of the blues and the guitar. That's what really really made me want to play, and keep trying to get as good as I could on it, and it's quite a challenge, that's for sure.
What about the blues gets you all riled up inside?
I don't know, just I like the sound of the drums and the bass and everything that goes together with it, and the singing and the feeling that you can put into the music, That's what kind of gets me excited about it. Just the feeling of it,
Practice makes perfect, I guess. So I would like to let the listeners know, first and foremost, before we get away in the conversation, where can they get your music?
Basically, the best is try to go on CD Baby, cdbaby.com, and you could order stuff off there. I think they got it on Amazon too. But you could buy a whole CD, or you can just get individual songs and stuff like that. MP3s, I guess.
That's no fun. Get the whole album. So, Jimmy, it seems like you're pretty busy. I was looking at your Jimmy Wolf Facebook page, and you seem to have a pretty consistent amount of gigs.
Yeah, I stay pretty busy. I've just been local lately. Around around New York State. I haven't really done too much touring in the last couple of years. So, but I stay pretty busy for doing that, and I do some solo acoustic stuff on the side, and supplement that helps.
I can't picture you doing acoustic stuff. I'm sorry. How hard do you bend those poor little acoustic strings, Jimmy?
Yeah, I try to just strum those strings,
So I'm just curious, what is like, since you've gone over Indian country playing music, what is like the worst place you've been and the best place?
Let me see. The best place. Well, it seems like when you go to any country, you're going to a lot of casinos and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
And they're all pretty much the same. But we did some things for Oneida Nation. They went down the Turning Stone. We went down to New York City. That was exciting. It it was pretty cool. We did some gigs before the Grammys when they did them down there. Did a show down there, so that was pretty nice.
Mm-hmm.
And worst place, man.
You want to forget those, huh?
But it wasn't for Indian country. It was probably just when I was touring with, a couple of the blues guys that I went out on the road with,
No beer bottles thrown at you while you're playing Stand By Your Man?
No, nothing like that. But the some of the accommodations were pretty rough sometimes,
Yeah, but that's the blues, baby.
That's right. That's right. Little flea bags.
So what is the drive for you to create music? Is it just because you're a musician? Are you trying to make a point? Are you just emotionally vomiting on us? What is your point of inspiration for picking up that old guitar?
Yeah, and in a way, sometimes it's just a release, frustration or whatever, or just happy or sad. That's true, but I think there's a certain thing I want to accomplish with my music and the whole, my original music that I haven't really got there yet. I think I'm almost there, but I haven't really. I want to put it together with like a whole touring thing, very, just even bigger than what I'm doing, in a club. I want to take it out on a big stage and have it be just really just crazy,
I'm behind that.
Like a Vegas thing, or
stadium.
Or
stadium.
Like
just bigger stages with a lot of equipment and just big sounds, and being able to play exactly how I want to play without someone telling me to turn it down or.
Amen.
And you're too loud, and you're this, and you're that, That gets kind of frustrating.
So who did you listen to this week? Do you like study other people, or you just play on your own and try to find that
sound,
that place?
I try to listen to other people, and sometimes, like, I didn't pick up the guitar for like 3 or 4 days this past, the beginning of the week and over the weekend, because I think I played Friday and I didn't play Saturday, so I just picked like a couple of days ago. I like to play drums too, so I would just put on some music and play drums. Just try to. It gets me the feeling of live, and I also listen to the other instruments, and I like doing that just to get excited about. And then I picked up my guitar like yesterday and played along to some things, some other music. I like listen to just some really good blues, like T-Bone Walker, B.B. King, and stuff like that.
And just chuckling, I love the blues names. And you said T-Bone Walker?
Yeah.
Are these on their birth certificates, Jimmy?
No, I don't think so. I think his name was Theo something. I can't pronounce it.
Suddenly I don't feel like I'm cool enough. So what was your experience being an indigenous artist? Was there any effect on it? Was it just like, oh, I'm like everybody else, or was it harder to kind of break through, or what's up with that?
I don't know. Sometimes I don't think a whole lot of people know me that much in Native country. Even though, got a couple awards and stuff, but it's not like, Keith Nicola or some other lesser known people that I know about. I'm just kind of like on the outer fringes, I feel, because I don't get a chance to play a lot on that circuit, where a lot of those guys are doing a lot of casinos and a lot of festivals out west. where they don't have that over here. They have casinos, and once in a while you'll have a festival. Like tomorrow, I got to go up north and up to Akwesasne, and we're going to play a benefit on Saturday. And I haven't done anything like that, and I can't even remember how long. So
I don't want to stir the pot, Jimmy, but it may be quite possible that everybody's jealous of your guitar skills, so they're just ignoring you and keeping you at arm's length.
I don't know. I'd like to do more, but just haven't. But originally, when I got familiar with what was going on in native music scene, was I heard about Joanne Shenandoah, and she lives like 20 minutes from me. So I somehow got in contact with her, and we became friends. And she had me over a few times and played music and ate some food and talked and stuff. And she was really cool, and she was involved with the the NAMMYs and all that was going on, and so I decided to submit my own music, and that's how I kind of got in on that thing.
You've been doing this for a while, huh? Probably 15 years?
Yeah, oh yeah, quite a while, yeah.
I remember playing your music that long ago on our program.
Yeah, that's been, before that, I was just, like, most of the time before that, I was just kind of, like, doing my own thing and then touring with some blues artists, and, like in the 80s and stuff.
I'm really trying to listen and pay attention to you, Jimmy, but I am just stuck in my head on what a Joanne Shenandoah Jimmy Wolf blues album would sound like. I can't. I'm really trying to pay attention, but I'm seeing in my head.
It's almost a new genre.
Yeah, we're pretty far apart music-wise,
I have interviewed her daughter Leah. She's my BFF.
Yeah, Leah's great.
And they're very creative. Very, very, very artistic family.
Oh yeah. And I'm glad to see she's doing her own thing,
Yes, sir.
So you ever mated the big powwow drum with blues? Have you tried that yet?
Somebody said I did, and yeah, I could see that. Yeah, I could see that. It was in kind of more of the that Deep Downtown album. And we did a couple things on one I did a self-titled thing in 2000 that had that kind of vibe to it too, but not really consciously.
Mm-hmm.
But I think I always think that native drums go with blues. I just think it's a natural thing. I think that's part of where it came from,
I've got hours listening to Sundance Drum, and there's some places where they hit like this groove, and I'm snapping my fingers. I can hear some other rhythm in there.
Yeah.
So,
oh yeah, it's pretty cool.
Mm-hmm.
And I like the sound of the water drum. I don't know if.
Oh yeah.
I like the sound of that too. I never used that in my music, but. That's great stuff.
Oh, look, we just laid the foundation for your next album.
Yeah. I know I like to do some more experimenting. Seems like every time I get in the studio, it's like rush,
Mm-hmm.
Trying to get out of this before we spend too much money.
But still, you manage to be creative through that, and I hope at some point you can get a little bit more experimental time. It's interesting to see what we start to do when we blend a traditional aspect of Native American sounds into modern music, but at the same time you got to be true to yourself. So if you're feeling the blues and there's no room for water drum, then there's no room. You can't distort your image either, trying to be too native or getting punished for not being native enough.
Yeah, you just got to go how you feel. And I think that's the best way to go. And then, not kind of do anything that's forced,
Do you ever come out to California?
Oh, we're going to get him here.
Yeah. Is that where? You guys are in Colorado, right?
No, we are in California, about 45 minutes north of Sacramento.
45 north of Sacramento. Wow. For some reason, I keep thinking I must have saw something about Fort Collins or something. I don't know.
Nope. We're on the west side.
What's the name of the town you're in?
We're in Nevada City, California, in the foothills.
Nevada City.
It confuses people. Nevada City, California, Nevada County, California.
So when you're driving out of Sacramento going east, you go through to your Nevada City, right?
Oh,
yes.
More or less, yeah.
Yeah, up to 80.
Yeah.
Between Lake Tahoe and Sacramento.
Oh, okay. Because I think I drove through there one time. Maybe I saw the sign because I was going to Salt Lake City.
Utah.
Yeah,
awesome.
Salt Lake. It was a long time ago.
Well, Jimmy, is there anything that you feel, since you had this opportunity, you'd like to shed light on? Something you come across in Indian country, something that's just rubbing you the wrong way, something that you feel our bazillions of listeners need to know?
No.
Well, that is all right. Well, on that note, I'm going to put you on hold for a moment while we get to some station business. Do you mind sticking around for a minute?
Sure.
Thank you so very much, Jimmy.
Thank you.
All right, Father, you want to give
us... This is KVMR FM Nevada City, KC, PC, Camino, and Dreamwalk. We've been speaking with
Jimmy
Wolf.
But he needs like a middle name. Because like everybody has like their first name, some crazy middle name, and then their last name. So we need to give him like Jimmy Bend-A-String Wolf. Jimmy Shred-A-Hard Wolf.
Wagon Burning Wolf.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Something, he needs a middle name.
Mm-hmm.
Jimmy Bendy Fingers Wolf.
Jimmy Treaty Enforcer Wolf. Something like that.
Mm-hmm. But we'll get there. What about our PSAs for the middle of the hour?
Sorry. We would like to thank... Wait a minute. Take two. Folk legend Jack Williams will perform on Friday, August the 21st, 7:30 p.m. at the Marshall Grange in Grass Valley. Multi-instrumentalist Tajin Crow opens. Visit marshallgrange.org. And yoga and kirtan musician Wah will teach 2 classes at Wild Mountain Yoga in Nevada City on the weekend of August the 22nd and 23rd. On Saturday, she will give a lecture on healing from 1 to 4 p.m. On Sunday, also from 1 to 4 p.m., she will lead a healing workshop. Visit wildmtnyoga.com. And the East Coast animal communicator Kathy George is coming to Grass Valley for Listening to the Animals. She will give a talk on Friday, August 21st, 7 p.m., and will hold a 2-day class on Saturday and Sunday, August 22nd and 23rd, from 9:15 a.m. to 4:30 p.m. Please call 272-9093.
Let me see that. Okay, so she's going to teach you how to talk to your pets? Is that what I'm getting?
That's what... I don't know what you're getting, but...
So it's a seminar on how to listen to your animals.
Usually they tell you what they want, right?
Yeah. I don't know. It can't be that complicated. I know how to listen to the wolf. Speaking of the wolf, Jimmy Bend-A-Finger Wolf, how you doing?
Oh, great. How you doing?
We were trying to give you another handle, like a spiffy little bluesy handle.
It'll come to me. So you're kind of neck deep in this blues game. Where would you like to see your next step be? Like you said, some bigger stadiums, a little bit more oomph behind your shows?
Yeah, I'd like to do more festivals and just get out there around the country a lot more,
Yeah, California's good for it. We have a summer that lasts till October.
You can't beat that.
No, you cannot. And there's a lot of festivals. So I'm going to keep in touch with Liz and see if we can get Jimmy Wolf out here. Jimmy Bend-A-Finger. Yeah. I'm working on it. I'm working on the Bend-A-Finger Wolf. So who was the coolest person that you played with? Like, who was the one person that you're just like, oh my goodness, that you little girled out about?
Well, at the time, it was probably 19... Oh, well, couple things. When I was living in Memphis, I played with... got to jam with Donald Duck Dunn. You know.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he was famous from Stax and Booker T and the MGs and the Blues Brothers.
Big curly hair.
Among everybody else he played with. But yeah, he was just, guy was a fantastic bass player and just pretty nice person too. He came on stage. He said he wanted to play with me specifically, which was pretty flattering. And he says to me, someone's going to find out about you sooner or later. And that was pretty cool thing coming from him. Considering who he played with.
Right.
But anyway, I let this other guy get up on stage, and because he kept bugging me about playing. He wanted to play with Donald because he was like his idol. And I said, okay, let you up there for one song. And he got afterwards. Duck says, why'd you let him get on stage? I didn't want to play with him. I want to play with you. So that was pretty cool.
An honor.
And then a long time ago, buddy guy came to the club walking with his guitar, and he gave me his guitar, and I got up on stage with him and played his guitar.
Did you keep up with him?
What's that?
Were you able to keep up with him?
I did real well, I guess. I had a standing ovation.
Whoa!
Woo!
People were going crazy, and then Junior Wells was laughing about it. He came over and shook my hand off the stage, told me I did a great job, and so that was pretty cool.
Oh, Junior Wells says you're good, then you're good.
Yeah, I'd take his word for it. But he said he was laughing because it was it wasn't. Buddy didn't think I could play guitar, or maybe he didn't think I could play. He didn't know me at all from Adam. He was just kind of eyeing my girlfriend. So I think that he did it as kind of a joke. Thinking I was going to get up there and kind of be kind of bad or something. So that's why Junior was laughing, because he thought it was funny. It kind of came back that was just the opposite. So, but buddy guy was real gracious afterwards. He gave me a big hug and got their phone numbers after that and kind of talked to them. I used to follow them around the state. Every time they play around the state, I would go follow those guys.
That's awesome.
Go to their gigs in New York or whatever, And so...
That's called a groupie, Jimmy, honey.
Yeah, probably. But I used to follow not only them, but Sun Seals and, you name it, whoever come through. Jimmy Dawkins and Jimmy Johnson, man, the list goes, Albert King and Bobby Blue Bland, Johnny Taylor. Wherever there was a show, we were going somewhere,
Absorbing the blues.
Yeah.
Well, we wish you lots of headlining in the future.
Absolutely. But one quick question. What do you love to play? What's your axe?
Well, first guitar I bought was the Guild Starfire and a Stratocaster. So I like those two quite a lot. That's what I mostly play.
I approve. Well, in honor of your interview today, we usually start the show with the phrase of the day, some kind of random native language, and so I would like to say Niowa. So thank you for being with us, Jimmy Wolf.
Oh, well, it's quite an honor to be with you guys too. Thank you.
CD Baby, I think Reverb Nation, Jimmy Wolf, Facebook. I don't think you guys Twitter, Instagram. I couldn't find you, but Jimmy.
Supposedly Liz has that up on that. I'm not up on that stuff, but I got a JimmyWolf.com website.
Perfect. So we're going to do our best to get you out here, and we are going to spend the next 10, 15 minutes just enjoying your music.
All right.
All right. Well, don't break a string and get to that water drumming. All right, Jimmy Bend a Finger Wolf. We'll talk to you soon. Keep in touch.
Thank you very much. We'll see you.
Best wishes, friend. Oh.
Thanks, Mike.
How cool is that? I'm telling you the truth, Father. It's quite strange that the loudest musical presence, seemed to be so soft-spoken. You know, Amato Nanji that we interviewed, he was so mellow, so heartfelt, so thoughtful. But when he's on stage, he's shredding like a madman, throwing his guitar over his shoulder, oozing energy and aura. Same thing with Jimmy Wolf. Saw a few videos. This quiet little guy, just kind of into his music.
I thought it was kind of impressive when he let somebody go take the stage instead of him. Is kind of shows a humble part of him. I like that.
He seems like an awesome. We need to have a barbecue. Forget festivals. We just need to get all these musicians out and just have a barbecue.
And let him play till the cops come.
Yes.
All
See,
right.
he's tired of the man keeping him down.
That's right.
That was good. Well, let's get back to the blues, baby.
Thanks for listening.
All I wanted was a sweet thing. All I got was nothing.
Halito. Kana. Hello, friends. We are back, and we have more friends. Would you like to do the introduction, Daddy-O? You're not even near a mic.
No, he's not.
So is it like a 2-person talking minimum?
I need no introduction, darling.
Well, welcome.
Hi. How are you?
I am doing fantastic.
I know
Jill.
you are. You're such a rock star.
Thanks.
I love you so much.
Thanks, baby.
Yeah.
Jill Hockwell dropped in to read
She
a
did.
poem. What do you got?
I got a little poem from Gary Snyder's book, Turtle Island. I believe he won the Pulitzer Prize for this book in 1975. And it's in honor of what Larry Hilberg has organized for Saturday morning to keep us all fire aware and safe and on our toes. And it's called Control Burn. What the Indians here used to do was to burn out the brush every year in the woods, up the gorges, keeping the oak and the pine stands tall and clear with grasses and kit-kadizzy under them. Never enough fuel there that a fire could crown. Now, manzanita, a fine bush in its right, crowds up under the new trees, mixed up with logging slash, and a fire can wipe all out. Fire is an old story. I would like, with a sense of helpful order, with respect for laws of nature, to help my land with a burn, a hot, clean burn. Manzanita seeds will only open after a fire passes over or once passed through a bear. And then it would be more like when it belonged to the Indians before. Control Burn by Gary Snyder.
Oh.
Oh.
She needs to come in every week and read our PSAs and our underwriters. I have never been so irritated by my own voice before. I am not doing this radio thing right.
Oh, shut up.
She sounds awesome.
Oh, you're sweet.
And I like how she gets all fancied up and comes in.
Puts her lipstick on.
Mm-hmm.
Well, you should see Michael Ben's shirt.
Should see me in my lipstick.
No, there are days that he
if you
shows
could
up.
see what Michael Ben was wearing, you would put your lipstick on too, ladies.
I'm just glad he's wearing a shirt with sleeves. He showed up once in a tie-dye shirt with the sleeves cut out, 15 minutes late. I almost just said, you're dismissed. You're grounded.
Yeah, you're out of dress code
I
here.
was praying.
Praying for sleeves. Well, Jill, that was beautiful.
Oh, thanks, honey. Thanks for letting me jump on here.
And I'd like to take a little look at that book, Joy Harjo. I've been wanting to try to get a hold of her forever, and I found her book. She had some horses. So I put in an email to see if we can intellectual up Dreamwalk every once in a while.
Yeah, do that. Well, it's always intellectualized up, in my opinion.
Thank you. We try.
You're my fave.
Thank you. Well, I just tend to want to
You know what a
rock out.
fan I am.
I love it.
Hey, you're my favorite daughter.
I send her fan mail, fan calls all the time.
It makes me feel good.
She's stellar.
And it feel, like Jimmy was talking about in his interview, how when somebody who's a bigwig says you're doing a good job, it means something.
Well, I'm not a bigwig, but I love you.
Well, I love you too. Because when your dad says, "Oh, you're pretty," and I love you, and you're so smart, it goes in one ear, not the other. It's your dad. You're supposed to say that,
unless you never had a dad who said any of those things, and it's like, I don't know, the best fertilizer for the soul imaginable.
Oh gosh, now I realize I'm a spoiled little overnourished monster.
You sort of are, honey, but.
Well, then maybe I'll start paying it forward and acknowledge those around me and give some of the love that I've been given.
That's the ticket.
They didn't spank me enough. Both my parents admit that they did not spank me enough.
Yeah, I got spanked plenty.
Yeah. Well, my dad, I remember being 8. He looked at me and my brother and said, "Do I have to keep spanking you guys, or do you get it by now?"
We had a little paddle hanging in our kitchen, and when we were over the line, my mother said, "That's it," and she whipped that paddle out and swatted us one swift, And I appreciated it. She brought order into chaos.
We had the wooden spoon.
Yeah, well, when she couldn't find her little paddle, she got the spoon.
I put a wooden spoon in my mom's stocking every Christmas.
Oh, you're such a good girl. Spoiled, but good.
Yes. Well, Jill, thank you for showing up. Let's get back to some blues. We got some faces trying to stick their head in the studio. So let's see if we can have a 5-minute party before we get out of here, yeah?
Ooh.
All right, we'll be back.
Reservation blues left so much behind. The shadow of a horse in a distant time. A small boy's hand in his grandfather's palm. No words to tell him all that went wrong. A sign on the road points to Custer's grave. A sign next to it says, Jesus saves. And the old man looked down at the young boy's shoes. And it was just another day on the reservation blues. Abandoned cars where the horses once ran. Empty eyes on the face of a man. Asphalt where the grass once grew. It's just another day on the reservation blues. These things were done in the name of God. These things were done in the name of greed. They're telling more lies and they're forgetting the truth. It's just another day on the reservation blues. The spirit still shines in the young boy's eyes, like flowers in the snow or the hawk in the sky. Words aren't good, 'cause there's no real news. It's just another day on the reservation. Songs to sing, a new way of living, maybe a new pair of shoes. It's just another day on the reservation blues.
I like the blues, Daddy-O.
There's lots of colors like red.
Oh, no.
White.
There's only black and blue.
Purple. Green.
Green and green and green and green.
Green and green and green and green.
Well,
I had a lot of fun. Thanks for sharing the airwaves with me.
Yeah, thanks for spending time with me.
Yep, and thanks to all the listeners for tuning in to Community Radio KVMR FM Nevada City.
And this rare native programming.
Yep, and we're here every Thursday. One of us is.
You darn tootin'.
For the 11 o'clock, we would like to thank the 15th Annual Nevada City Film Festival, bringing independent cinema to historic downtown Nevada City, September 10th through the 13th, featuring films from across the globe, access to award-winning filmmakers, plus live music and comedy. Details and information at nevadacityfilmfestival.com or 530-362-8601.
So you wanted to add a little something to our goodbyes. So what do you want to tell everybody, Daddy?
Lead a good
life. And guess what?
Oh, we gotta go.
Well, I left my broke down pickup down to Prophet, and I'm coffee reservation about tonight. Well, I live my